Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. And now on to my personal favorite, Pinkie Pie. She is the ultimate party pony. Can't have to be way too silly, and quite honestly, I'm pretty sure some sort of friggin' wizard. She breaks the laws of physics every episode. I can't even. I don't. And now that we've gone through the main characters, let's explore some of the more prominent side characters. You have the rulers of the land, the three princesses. Right there at the top, that's Celestia, the darker pony, Luna, goddesses of sun and moon, essentially. Then you have Cadence. I haven't quite figured out what she does yet. Then you have Applejack's family, the only family really featured in the entire show. You have Granny Smith, which is the older pony on the far right, Big Mac, man of few words, and Apple Bloom, who gets a little bit more speaking time than anyone else. She's part of this group, the Cutie Mark Crusaders. Along with her friends Scooby and Sweetie Belle, they constantly try out new things to get their cutie marks, which I will explain later. You have everyone's favorite villain, Discord. Spirit of Chaos, tried taking over the land twice, now a reformed, sort of good guy. Fun fact, voiced by John Delancey, who played Q on Star Trek The Next Generation. More on him later. Then you have Derby. She's a special case. She was just a background pony, a little animation error that has just taken off. She's like she's a background pony that essentially become a main character in her own right. And the fan mascot. Now, here's the setting. This whole show is set in the land of the Question. Huge place ruled over by the sisters Celestia and Luna. And basically, principle is everyone gets along and plays nice in the sandbox. Here are a few of the major settings. You have Ponyville, the main location of the show. It's a smaller town, and you have a few prominent locales in there. The library, where Twilight stays, Carousel Boutique, where Rarity works and lives, Claudio, which is this little Pegasi community up in the clouds, Everfree Forest, big dangerous forest, perfect for D&D campaigns, and Sweet Apple Acres, the orchard the Apple family owns and operates. Next location, Canterlot, the main governing city of Equestria, home of the twin princesses. You get the idea. Big, beautiful, lots of parties. Then you have the Crystal Empire. Disappeared, recently resurfaces, and now Princess Cadis kind of runs the show. Continuing from there, there are a few other places that are either mentioned or shown briefly, including the list of embarrassing puns, Philadelphia, Los Pegasus, Manhattan, and the rest as you see. I'm not going to say them, I don't want to do it. Me too. Now, here are a few things that are very prominent in the show. At the end of every episode, you have every one of the characters, usually Twilight, but some of the other characters do this, write a letter to Princess Celestia about whatever lesson in friendship they learned that week. You've got to relate it to the kids somehow. And it basically summarizes the entire episode down to a single lesson. It's really nice, sort of sweet thing. Now, as I promised, cutie marks. Essentially a symbol for a particular character. It gives everyone an idea of what they're supposed to be doing with their life. Sort of like their destinies etched on their asses. It's unique to them to a certain degree. I mean, I've seen a couple repeats, but that's probably just animation laziness. This show's got villains. There are lots of them, and they're all very unique and very fun. Including the Flim Flam Brothers, King Sombra, Nightmare Moon, and the main man, Discord. Okay, quick question, everybody. What's one of the best things about a TV show? It's a little thing, not like the main character or anything. What's the best thing about watching a TV show over again?
The plot?
Close. it's finding these little jokes that the creators kind of threw in, like little references to other things. For example, in one particular episode, the characters are at a bowling alley, and those three show up. The entire Big Lebowski reference in the show. Also, Q. Only reason I bring this up is because Discord essentially is Q. Does the same snapping fingers, white light disappear thing. It's kind of awesome. Now, okay. Now this show shouldn't be fun. You'd think for a show like this, what would be the main audience?
Little girls, kids.
Wrong. You would be wrong. This show, while supposed to be for little girls, has actually taken off with another crowd. Mainly guys from about high school age onward. Yes, that is me. I took this at BronyCon because everything's awesome. And someone dressing up in a full suit, I had to. Fans call themselves bronies, or peg sisters if you're interested. Now, like most fandoms, this has had quite a bit of influence on the show's creative direction. For example, Psychag, some of the references and in-jokes that only older audiences would get, such as the Big Lebowski reference, the Q reference. That side character, Derpy, the one who just was supposed to be a background brony, landed a speaking role in an episode. Granted, that resulted in controversy, but that's beside the point. And like any great fandom, bronies create a lot of stuff. Fan art, music, stories, videos. They make all kinds of stuff sold here, including this. Awesome.
No fucking way.
This fandom got so huge, there was an entire convention that bronies not only created, but has now gotten huge, called BronyCon. I went back in 2012. So to summarize, I've given you just a taste, just a little taste of what the show is. I mean, I've showed you some of the characters, the settings, a little bit about what's in the show, and the fandom and how huge this is. So, in summary, give the show a chance. I mean, the show is on Netflix, all the seasons except the most recent one, and there's an entire documentary on the fandom, produced via Kickstarter, produced by John Delancey, on Netflix as well. So if you're interested, give it a watch. And if not, well, your choice.
Spaghetti.
That was fucking legendary.
Spaghetti. Alrighty.